Hey guys, it's Jenny Crush. Welcome to Tiny Penthouse, Tiny Living. We have a project today, and what we're doing today is painting. So today we're going to be painting the front door. I'm trying to pull a color scheme together for the apartment. So I know I mentioned in the intro video when I first moved in, the walls are painted blue and white, basically, okay? It's not my favorite color. I really had every intention to paint the whole place white because my favorite thing is to paint white and then accent colors. But, you know, after moving, boxing, all the energy, I'm like, I can't paint. It's too much. The ceilings are high. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I have to revisit that next year. So I was like, okay, what can I do to make this, I don't know, just pull things together a little bit. So what I decided to do is paint the front door and add a new color, and I think it'll just pull the colors in and make it a little more cohesive, I think. Because right now when I walk in, it's just blue, white. I think like a guy probably lived here before. I mean, I do like blue, but I need a little splash, a little pop of something else that'll really pull everything in. So the color that I've chosen is kind of like a fuchsia magenta color, kind of similar to this and this. So with these pictures here and the color kind of close, I think it'll tie together really nicely. So again, as you can see, the apartment's blue with all the white trim. I'm gonna paint the door, and like I said, I'm gonna use like a little magenta color like that, and like that. So I think this door, the magenta color, will pull everything together into a nice little color scheme. All right, guys, we are prepped and ready for painting. So I did the prep. I got the tape in the doorway. Okay. Got the border, got the plastic bag at the bottom to cover any spillage. We got the roller, we got the paint, our little sample, and the color is called cerise, okay? And we have the step stool in case we need it. And let's go for it. Okay, so we've opened the paint. We got our stir stick. And mix that up. It's kind of been sitting for a while. I actually got the paint several weeks ago, but I was a little sidetracked from the vacation, so looks like the paint has held up though, so we're good. I love the color. All right, now we're gonna take some of the paint and pour it in our dispenser. All right, we'll just start with a little bit right now. All right, and we're gonna get our roller in here, in the paint. Okay, paint is on the paint roller. All right, guys, let's give it a shot. Wow, okay. I don't know why I feel so nervous. I haven't really painted that much, but it's been a while too, so maybe that's why, but I'm loving the color. Okay. I think we'll go for a little base coat first. And I'm sure everybody at home is giving me or shouting techniques that I'm doing it all wrong. I probably am, or I'm sure there's a better way, but we're learning, so, you know, do what we do. So, like I was saying, it's been a while since I've painted. I really have not had that much painting experience, and I'm sure that's very obvious. But, you know, I thought I could handle a door. Seems pretty straightforward. again, I'm really, really loving the color. I think it is pulling on. Makes a really nice color scheme with the blue and the white. Okay. Just loading a little more paint on my brush. This is actually very therapeutic. I could get into painting walls and things. Yeah, looking good. Feeling like this is going pretty well. All right, we're doing things here. It's looking pretty good. I'm really loving the color. I think it was a great choice. Now I'm gonna let it dry a little bit and then maybe go for a second coat. I think that would look good. And then we'll really let it dry and we'll look at the results. All right, so we got the second coat on. We're just gonna let it dry and then take all the tape off and we'll look at the final results. So far I'm liking it though. I really like the color. I just think it pulls everything in together. It ties it in nicely with like the paintings and ties in the blue and the white. So yeah, so far I'm liking the choice. All right, so I actually waited a whole nother day to let the door dry because there were some white spots on the from the paint that you could kind of see through the paint job, and I knew I needed another coat, but I knew I needed to let the first coat really dry really well. So I waited a day, I painted, and here's the result. Really solid, looking really good. I'm glad I waited and got that extra layer on. Alrighty, now we're gonna take this paint off, or the tape off, and reveal the final results. Oop, looks like we missed a spot. Oh no, and I got some on the doorknob. I can clean that up later. Or do a little touch up. All right, not bad. And voila, the door is painted. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.